Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie Square and to another flash review where I review crochet products in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so today's flash review product is Zerda Alpaca yarn from Ice Yarns. And you probably recognize this color. I just recently made the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend tote and put up the tutorial. It's a 3-part tutorial. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link here. I also have 3 colors of the Zerda Alpaca in my most recent giveaway, which is a giveaway of 110 skeins of yarn. So if you haven't checked that out yet, go take a look at it. I think you're gonna really like it. So let's talk about the yarn. Zerda Alpaca yarn comes in 100-gram skeins. It's a blend of 30% alpaca, 70% Draylon acrylic, which is the premium acrylic. It comes in 191 yards per skein, or 175 meters, and it's a 4-weight yarn. So there you go, you can see it there. And each skein is $2.50. Now, when you're ordering Ice Yarns, you don't order single skeins. They sell them by the pack. But for comparison purposes, I'm just going to go with the price of one skein, which is $2.50. Also, usually when I'm comparing an Ice yarn to other yarns, I add the shipping charges into an Ice yarn because the shipping charges can be quite hefty. However, in this case, there are shipping charges on all the yarns that I'm comparing. So I'm just going to go with the base price of the yarn. Also, the skeins come in different weights. Some are 100 grams, some are 50 grams. So I'm going to give you the comparable information based on 100 grams of each type of yarn. That way it'll be easier to compare. Okay, so the price of the Zerda Alpaca yarn is $2.50 per skein. The 2 yarns that I compared this yarn to were also alpaca acrylic blends, but in different amounts. It was the closest I could find. So the other 2 yarns are the Himalaya Ultra Cashmere by Hobium and Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca. The Himalaya Ultra Cashmere from Hobium is 25% alpaca, 75% acrylic. So it's a little bit less alpaca. This is 30%. This is a 4-weight, and I believe the Hobium is a 3-weight or a light worsted. For 100 grams of the Himalaya Ultra Cashmere, it's $7.50 versus $2.50 for this. But it does have 382 yards versus 191 yards for this. So it's double the yardage. The Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca is also a 4-weight yarn, but it's only 10% alpaca and 90% acrylic. And while it sells regularly for about $6.99 or somewhere in that range, I found it on Hirschner's right now. It's on sale for $3.89 for 100 grams. The Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca has 207 yards per 100 grams. Now, as far as color selection goes, the Zerda Alpaca has 17 colors, the Hobium Himalaya Ultra Cashmere has 17 colors, and the Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca has 15 colors. So they all offer about the same amount of color selection. However, I don't really like the color choices of the Zerda Alpaca as much as I do of the other 2 brands, especially the Himalaya Ultra Cashmere. I love those colors. As far as softness goes, I didn't touch the other 2 brands, so I can only talk about the Zerda Alpaca. When I first took it out, I was like, oh wow, that's soft. As I started to work with it, I did feel it was a little bit scratchy, and I am very sensitive, so I want to put that out there. As far as ease of use goes, there is a little bit of splitting, but other than that, it's very easy to use. So as far as the overall rating for the Zerda Alpaca yarn goes, for price, I give it a 5. It's better than anything else that I've seen out there. For color selection, while it has about the same amount of color selection as the other 2 yarns that I'm comparing it to, I don't like the colors as much as I like those offered by the other 2 yarns, and I'm going to have to give it a 3 for color selection. For softness, again, middle of the road for me, a 3. While it is soft and squishy, it does have that little bit of scratch, so I have to go with a 3. And for ease of use, I did find it pretty easy to use. The only downside was the little bit of splitting, so I'm going to give it 4 on ease of use. So that brings the overall rating for Zerda Alpaca yarn to 3.75 Frannie squares. So I hope you found this review helpful. If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me at franniesquare@gmail.com or to leave comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.